Vice Principal Elvis is my favorite at Moonlight High, because I think he's the most down-to-earth person here. He's the easiest to get along with.
You're involved, you're doing, I mean gosh, you're wonderful. Sometimes when a student comes to talk to me, it's not about discipline.
Vice Principal Elvis, I need to talk to you.
What's up?
I was standing at the vending machine, and my friend Vincent came up. We were playing, so I picked him up and moved him to the side. And Miss Azure came and she was like, "Hey, you don't do that, and this." So I was like, "I'm going to class." And she was like, "Oh, since you want to walk away from me, you're out of extended day." An extended day is a special help tutoring session that's offered after school. So without an extended day, I'll fail, and I might be on the borderline from graduating and from having to repeat the 11th grade.
Okay, let me ask you this. What do you want?
I want to get back into extended day.
And the only person who can grant you that is Miss Azure. So you're gonna have to apologize. But before you do that, I need us to roleplay it. Because when you go to Miss Azure, I need everything to be right. Are we ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Alright, take one.
Excuse me, Miss Azure. May I talk to you about the situation that just took place?
What?
Well, I think you got the wrong thing.
Cut. No, you can't do that. Whenever you tell a person that you think they're wrong, it automatically shuts them off. It turns them off completely. Take two. Let's try again.
Excuse me, Miss Azure. May I talk to you about the situation that just took place?
Look, I told you. I'm done. You're not gonna be an extended day.
Well, I understand that.
Cut. When I say that I'm done, here's what you say. Miss Azure, please. I really need some help. Take three.
Excuse me, Miss Azure.
What?
Can I talk to you about what just happened?
You walked away from me, Mr. Sampson.
I didn't mean to walk away in a rude manner. I only meant to walk away to calm myself down, because I know that's how I am, and I'm not the person who runs my mouth disrespectfully to get me in more trouble than if I were to just stay there.
You know what? That's not half bad. Now I can't walk you to Miss Azure, because it has to be all you. Go and peace, my son. There are times when students simply need a listening ear, or someone to help guide them in a direction that they already know it's right. They just need a little push.
Break a leg, man.
Apologizing with Vice Principal Elvis was easy, but now it's time for the real challenge. I need to talk to you about what happened earlier, Miss Azure. Apologizing to a lady like Miss Azure is very nerve-wracking, because you don't know what she's gonna say. I understand I was in the wrong, and you have every right to do what you did, and I should have never walked away. But I walked away to calm myself down, because I know that's how I am, and I'm not the person who runs my mouth disrespectfully to get me in more trouble than if I were to just stay there.
All right. Since you apologized, you may go back to class, and we'll make sure that you get what you need there.
When you make a mistake, it's just best that you just apologize for.
As far as I'm concerned, it's behind us. So let's move on, and we won't speak of this one again. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right, get back to class. Devin's apology was a little bit of a surprise. I guess after he thought about it, he manned up. And I really respect the fact that he was able to come and do that.
When was the last time you've been to first period?
Since yesterday.
Are you sure about that? 3 words that would describe my discipline style would be caring, compassionate, and nurturing.
I've gotten in trouble a couple times with Principal Moonlight, and it really hasn't been a good experience.
The students at Moonlight High are very caring kids. Or so I think.
Hey Jade, who are you looking at?
My ex-best friend, Gigi Hilliker.
We meet again, Prozody. Just so you know, that this blondie over there, she's a lesbian and I can ride her man more than she ever could.
Ex-best friend?
Gigi and I were best friends until she blew me off for some reason. I went to Principal Moonlight after Gigi went over to that emo girl, and she was calling me a lesbian, when I'm really not, and dissed my relationship. And I don't really appreciate that.
Why don't you read that?
Today, Gigi spoke loudly about someone calling her a lesbian and insulting her relationship. I did not say what's on that paper. I swear to God I have witnesses. I wasn't saying that stuff. The emo kids was...
I find that so hard to believe, Gigi.
I swear to God. This is so, dumb.
I want you to tell me you never made reference to Nicole being a lesbian.
I never made reference to Hippo being a lesbian.
That didn't convince me. I am like a human lie detector. And I can tell when a student is lying. Who called Nicole a lesbian?
Jade called her that.
You're telling me that Jade is the one who made these comments?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Principal Moonlight. Can you please send Jade Brodowski to my office, please?
I do not feel bad about bringing Jade in, because we don't get along, and she's just jealous that I'm prettier than her. She's just an emo who cries a lot.
Gigi and I were best friends since 7th grade. She doesn't like me because I'm smart, and those kids bully me for that since elementary. I become an emo since the beginning of high school when my mom passed away from brain tumor. I should have known better than to trust a snob as a bestie, because she even treats me like a slave.
Gigi had a conversation with you about Nicole supposedly being a lesbian.
I was just talking to my friends, and Gigi walked over to me and said that this Nicole chick is a lesbian, when she isn't really a lesbian.
Gigi.
I'm holding my story because I didn't call her a lesbian.
Okay, so you're calling Jade a liar.
I didn't say that either.
One way or the other. Gigi, fess up, or you're suspended.
Oh, alright. We were just kidding around, and making jokes. We weren't trying to be mean. I was just getting Jade to have a good laugh. It's not like I was gonna say that to that girl's face, or she must have heard me surprisingly.
I'm not amused.
Describe a lesbian.
It's a girl who likes girls.
It's a homosexual woman who's sexually attractive to a person of the same gender.
So the reality is, Gigi, you don't know. You can make assumptions about someone, but you don't know what they are. So truthfully, is it any of your business?
No.
Does it matter? Does it affect your life in any way?
Not really.
Calling someone a lesbian regardless who said it is inappropriate. And it doesn't belong in school. You're gonna be given 1 day out of school suspension. And Jade, you're in the clear.
I can't believe Jade's a snitch. If the cameras are rolling, then I would have said that. Jade, this isn't over.
I teach myself meditation, because of my struggles when I was younger. I picture myself at the beach when I listen to the sound of ocean waves and seagulls. As I meditate, I fall asleep. Not only I want to meditate because of my struggles, I meditate myself to get a better sleep after having bad dreams from the other nights. I had feelings towards boys when I was a kid. Because of my insecurities due to bullying issues in middle school, I couldn't find a way to take out my frustrations. And so, I started to become a bully myself. Those kids piss me off just because I like boys more than girls. I told them that I'm gay, and they started saying homophobic stuff. I didn't want to tell the teacher or the principal, because they probably won't do anything about it. I even had a teacher, Mr. Frank Hancox, who makes fun of me and calls me a girl named Jerica. And when I asked to go to the bathroom, the teacher would say,
"Why off to change your pads?"
I don't know what they are. My parents were pissed off at the teacher. After he got fired, I don't know where he is now. He's probably homeless, living under the bridge lending money from people. Tragic, but he's a jerk. Therefore, I didn't care. And not to mention that I was flamboyant, which means feminine. I also lost my maternal cousin Ellie, after battling with cancer during this coronavirus pandemic.
Moonlight Productions.